Hello, everybody. Welcome to our interview series on crypto scams. And Topsy, thanks for joining us again with CoinStructive. How are you doing today?
I'm very well, Laurie. How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. And so we have a new scam that we're going to talk about.
Absolutely. There's something new every week.
That's good. Well, and this one happens to be called phishing, right? And that's not something you do with a fishing pole by the lake.
No, it's not. This is a dangerous kind of phishing.
All right. So tell us about the phishing scam.
Right. So the phishing scam, first of all, phishing is spelled PH, not with an F in this case. So it's PHISHING. Okay. And the phishing scam basically involves people sending bad links to other people, right? So the scammer is sending a link to a potential victim. The link could be anything, right? But the link typically is a dangerous one in that if you click on such links, it could come to you by email or by text or whatever way. But if you click on that link, you've basically given some sort of access to the scammer over your device. Yeah.
Wow. And so if a potential victim clicks on the link, then what that means that link can actually phish your data? Is that what that is?
That is correct. So you've enabled the scammer to be able to, have access to certain information that it typically would not have. So it could be the case that, now when you log into your banking portal, the scammer can see what you're doing. It could be the case that they can have access to your credit card details, or now they can see that you have exposure to crypto. You have a cryptocurrency account, maybe with an exchange, or you have a cryptocurrency wallet that is on your computer or on your phone. Yeah.
Wow. And so then they may have access to that wallet or that platform, and you confiscate those funds.
That is correct.
Wow. And so how can people avoid the scam?
Be careful what you click. So these scammers also know that people are going to be careful, generally speaking, and so they're also very smart, right? They could send you emails that appear to be from a legitimate source, like a company that you already have an account with, or you have some sort of recognition of. So let's say you are the person that has an account with a telecoms company, right? They could send you an email impersonating that telecoms company, and with certain links in there for maybe bonuses or whatever, gifts and things like that. And you have to be careful to be sure that message is actually from the telecoms company that you're with, right? By looking at the source of the email. So if you go to your email and look at the from address, if you drop down, there's usually a bar there that you can drop down, and you sometimes see that, this email address is funny. There's maybe one missing letter or one extra letter, or it's a little bit tweaked slightly differently from the one that you normally recognize. And sometimes it would say reply to. So if you click on reply, it would reply to a completely strange address. That's another red flag. When you're reviewing the receiving address, the sending address, you could identify things that would trigger, warning signs in you. And also, even with the links themselves, sometimes if you just put your mouse over a link, you would see, even no matter what's written. So something nice could be written like, click here to go to, let's say, AT&T website, for example. So if you just put your mouse, not clicking, but hovering over that link on your screen, somewhere at the top, the bottom left corner, you would see where exactly that link is taking you to. And you could find out that, this is actually not going to AT&T. This is actually going to some strange website. Right. Wow. So that tells you be careful. Don't click on that link. You should delete that email straight away.
Yeah. And what about the email that comes when it's sending it to you? and you are blind copy, because you can see if you're BCC, which means blind copy, or if
Right.
you're CC, which is carbon copy. If it's CC, you can see all the addresses it's being sent to, but blind copy, you only see it's been sent to your address.
Right.
So
Yeah,
red
I mean,
flag.
yeah, definitely. But also, I mean, I wouldn't say that generally, because people legitimately use the blind copy functionality in sending emails, right? But what I would say is you should be extremely careful when you spot that you've just been, blind copied. But that's not enough. Of course, you have to do some additional due diligence, right? By taking a further look into who actually sent you this address. What link do they want me to click? Don't click on that. Just put your mouse over it and see where it goes. And sometimes you might not be able to use a mouse. Maybe you're using like a phone, for example, right? You can't use a mouse. You can copy that link without clicking on it. You can copy it and paste it somewhere else, like paste it on a notepad or something, and it will reveal the actual address where that link is meant to take you. And at that point, you can see that, oh, this is not a good link to click, right? So yeah, be careful.
Yeah, and so I know years ago when the antivirus software first came out, and we saw all the different antivirus, and when you open an email, you think it's from your antivirus company, but then what happens is it has a link that says download now.
Right.
And when you click it, it automatically starts computing your data, right?
Right. Yeah. So what you've just clicked is a terrible software that's going to install maybe some malware or viruses into your computer that would basically, give the scammers access to your computer, access to your data, and sometimes it will be keyloggers, and they can have access to your passwords. And, once they know your password, then they have access to, your bank account, they have access to your funds on a cryptocurrency exchange, or any confidential access that you don't want people having, obviously.
Yeah. And so what's one way a potential victim could avoid a phishing scam besides not clicking on the link?
Right.
How do we know the email? Let's say that it's an elderly person that's not familiar of hovering over and not clicking on it, but just looking at it. How do they really decipher if it's valid or not?
I mean, that's a tough call, particularly if the person is not necessarily familiar with, emails and social media and, generally the internet. I would just say, generally, don't click on links, right? If you have any business with that company that sent you that email, if you believe that, let's say if you believe the email is from your bank, grab the phone and call your bank,
Mm-hmm.
And now, this is for people who are not so comfortable with using like the internet and other modern technologies. Just pick up the phone and call the company, right? They always have a phone, right?
Yeah,
so that's one definite way to play it safe. And if you're a little more savvy tech-wise, then obviously you can do the hovering, you can copy the address and paste it somewhere else just to see where it leads to without clicking on the link, right? Because clicking on the link is the access, that is the door, that is the gateway that you've just opened up for the scammers. Yeah.
Wow. Here's another one. I actually received an email saying, click here to access your Discover card. Well, I don't have a Discover card. So
Right.
What is that? Somebody might look at, clicking and saying, oh, wow, I have a Discover card and I don't know, right? What a bait and switch, huh?
That is so sad. I never knew I had a Discover card. Let me find it out. But you're just going to find out that you've been scammed. You've been baited, and you've been phished, right? Basically. So actually, some people might have a Discover account, right? And for those kind of people, the scammer basically is spreading out the word. He doesn't know who has a Discover account or not. He may not know who has a Discover account or not. But if you do and you fall victim of that and you click it, then you've just fallen victim to a phishing attack, right?
Right.
So Yeah, I guess we've already talked about what to do. Don't click on the links, copy them. If you're not sure, give the company a phone call to verify, or go to their website, find their email address. I mean, the company now, don't click on the link. If it's Discover, for example, go to Discover's website, copy their email address, send them an email asking them if they indeed sent you an email, or
Right.
call them, right? You reach out to the original company by email, by phone call, whatever mediums they have, right? You
Yeah.
reach out to them to verify that email that you got.
Yeah. So
Or that
we've
text
been
message.
talking. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, that text message, right? Because we've been kind of focusing on email. Sometimes it comes in text messages also.
In a text message, yeah. So what about the Coinbase wallet? If somebody's wanting to download the wallet and about DApp links, tell us a little bit about that.
Right, that's a good one there, because this is one thing that I've seen in one of the cases that I handled. There was a victim who had reached out to us at CoinStructive, and this person was told to, I think he met these scammers on Telegram, I believe. Mm-hmm. And this person was told to, obviously go to the App Store and download Coinbase, regular Coinbase, and also download the Coinbase wallets, right? We have different kinds of private wallets like Coinbase wallet, Trust wallet, and there's so many of them out there, right? There's absolutely nothing wrong in using those apps, but what the scammers did is, because of the relationship between Coinbase proper, like the Coinbase exchange itself, which is a custodian account, where Coinbase themselves are in control of the funds, right? Compared to Coinbase wallets, which is also a product of Coinbase as a company, but the user of the wallet has control over that wallet, right? Not everybody is able to distinguish the differences. So some scammers play on this scenario. And they told this victim to download both apps and to fund, the Coinbase account and move money basically back and forth between the wallet and the exchange and this exchange account. So what happened with respect to dApps is that when you look at these wallets, like Coinbase wallet, like Trust wallet, they usually have like a browser within the wallet where you can open literally any website from inside the wallet. And the essence of that is to be able to connect your wallet to those platforms where you want them to be connected to. That's legitimate. There's nothing wrong with that. But what the scammers did was that they sent a link to, this is what we're talking about, phishing, right? So they sent a link to this victim and said, put this link in your browser in the Coinbase wallet and open up the link. So basically, the moment the victim did that, he gave the scammers access and control over that wallet, right? So remotely, being in a completely different location, they had control over that wallet, right? So now what they did was say, you know what, send dollars to your Coinbase exchange, because you can't fund your wallet directly. So send it to your Coinbase account, and then from your Coinbase account, send it to your Coinbase wallet. And the victim at this point did not know that he had given a third party access to the wallet, right? So the moment he funded his wallet, the funds were moved out, and these are significant sums of money we're talking about, right? So we need to be very careful what kind of links we're clicking, generally speaking. But now specifically with respect to dApps, that's basically talking about putting like addresses in your wallets, the browser within your wallet. What kind of addresses, what kind of links are you putting in there? Where did you get the link from? Is it from a legitimate source? Because many times those links can actually be used to take absolute control over your wallet, and that's all your funds gone in seconds. Yeah. So
you mentioned Coinbase wallet, and that is a reputable wallet. But how do we know that, first of all, what is a DApp? And how do we know if a link on Coinbase is a bad link?
Yeah, like you said, Coinbase is a reputable company. Actually, recently now, Fortune 500 company. But yeah, dApps based generally are just softwares that are used, they're applications, they're decentralized applications. And the major difference between that and centralized exchanges would be that, the dApps are decentralized and the exchanges typically are centralized, right? Anybody can create a software. Anybody can can design a software to be used for crypto trading or for exchanging crypto assets on the peer-to-peer basis, right? But how do you recognize that this one is legitimate while this other one is fake? You might want to check you might want to do some research around them, just using Google, for example. Google is a very good tool. Secondly, you might want to check on your app store, what are the ratings that this application actually has? What kind of reviews does it have? Does it even exist, right, online? During your research, do you find this app, does it exist? Does it have any positive reviews about it? What are you seeing? What are you sensing from your online research? That already kind of gives you an indicator whether this is a legitimate app or whether this is fake. I've had someone send me a link before, and I did some research on it, and I found that basically what this person was trying to do with this link was to have access to my wallets, basically, because once you're on that link, once you're on that website, it simply says connect your wallet, right? There is no other. Yeah, that is a red flag. I mean, there's so many legitimate apps like dApps that would say connect your wallet, and that's not necessarily a problem. But the question is, what value or what exactly does this company do? Why should I connect my wallet? Like, that's the only thing on that website, connect your wallet. It doesn't say anything about, what they do, where they are based. You can't find any other useful information about this company. All they want to do is connect to your wallet. And the moment you give them that access, you're actually giving them control over your wallet, right? There's so many that are legitimate, many out there. But if you can't really understand what this company does, why are you connecting your wallet to it? That's a major red flag there.
Yeah. And so connecting your wallet to a company you don't know, and maybe they're offering free tokens or an airdrop, right? Where they're promising you 1,000 of the green gems. Red flag. And then also something to look out for is the contact us. Does the company have a contact us page where people can reach out, or a customer service line? And I'm finding that those are disappearing as well.
Yeah.
Do
they even have a phone number? Can you call them on the phone? Do they have some things to verify their validity?
Yeah. Or a valid cryptocurrency.
Right.
Wow. So this phishing topic can be a little bit troubling, especially since so many people are communicating through links now.
Yeah.
Click here to sign up. Click here to find the latest and greatest information. Click here.
Right.
So make sure you verify your source, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because this is one that definitely is very troubling, because people who are even a little more experienced with the internet and with technology generally can even fall prey to these kind of things, So this requires extreme caution. If you're not sure, like we always say, reach out to CoinStructive. Let us evaluate the situation. Let us review the website or the link or whatever it is that you get, the email. We're happy to do that for you. Feel free to reach out to us. If you've also been a victim, reach out to CoinStructive, and we're happy to carry out an investigation for you.
Absolutely. Very good. Thank you so much, Topsy, for your time today.
Thank you, Laurie.
And hopefully this helps a lot of potential victims and victims. So never connect your wallet, right, to an address or a company that you don't know about. So
right. And be careful what you click.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Thank you for your time today. We'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon. Have a good one.